It's Lenny Solomon live, show number 361. Show number 361. And today is a special show. We are very close to the holiday of Shavuot. And so I figured we're gonna do two shows. One Tuesday night, that's tonight. That's a regular show, and then a regular talking show where we will speak about Schlock Rock, Daniel in Babylon, and whatever else we want to talk about. And we'll also Thursday night we'll do the pre-Shavuot show. We will play the song all night long and other Schlock Rock Shavuot hits. Hope you guys are doing well. We're gonna say hello to Uri Butler from Squirrel Hill, PA. Uri, it's great to see you. Hope you're doing good. And it is Cleveland Barons night tonight. Cleveland Barons, one of the hockey teams that never quite made it. They joined up with the Minnesota North Stars. Minnesota then moved to Dallas, became the Dallas Stars. Then Minnesota became the Minnesota Wild. And that's the scoop. But isn't this a beautiful jersey? It's a beautiful jersey. And we've even placed an order for the Utah Mammoth. So we're going to have the new Utah Mammoth jerseys soon. I don't know when. It'll be take a month or two, probably. Maybe we'll hold it out till next season. Anyway, you guys, so I hope everything is good. And, we are schlocking here in Beit Shemesh at the Beit Shemesh Studios. And we, of course, saying hi to David Goodman from Camp Hask. Right, Uri? We have to do that every show. And what else do we have to do? Oh, we have to talk a little bit about, we want you guys to ask questions. Oh, here's our associate producer, Judy Hertzfeld, joining us from Clifton, New Jersey. And today, of course, as I mentioned before, Cleveland Barons night. The Cleveland Barons were a hockey team that didn't last long. Now, the California Golden Seals became the Oakland Seals. The Oakland Seals moved. Can't remember where they moved to. Somebody will tell me. Somebody will tell me where the Oakland Seals moved to. But what ended up happening was the Cleveland Barons went out of business and then joined up with the Minnesota North Stars. The Minnesota North Stars and Cleveland Barons then went to Dallas. That's what happened. Now, so anyway, we're not here to talk about the Cleveland Barons, but it is a nice jersey. Anyway, now what we're going to do is we're going to throw the evening out. We're going to throw the evening open to you guys. I want you guys to ask me some questions, and we will talk for 20 minutes. Hopefully, if you guys have questions. If not, then we'll end the show a little bit early. It doesn't really matter. I mean, of course, it matters. We would like a zillion questions, and we can go for an hour. Yeah. So Judy says, never heard of them. Amazing, you still acquired the jersey. Well, actually, so Joseph Gross asks, who had more live shows, me or Billy Joel? Billy Joel definitely had more live shows. Although I'm not sure, because he didn't have to have a zillion shows. I had 2,000 shows, but we're not making the fees that he's making when Billy performs. He's making a couple of $1 million each show, or 1 million or 2 million, whatever it is. He makes his money. By the way, that he just had an incident where he, I believe he lost his balance, fell off the stage, and had to cancel 4 weeks worth of performances. But he'll be okay, apparently. Now we're going to say hello to Susan from Silver Spring. Thank you for writing in, Susan. So today's show is a talking show. Let's start off by talking about what's going on. So I had a tremendous week last week, where 3 articles came out about me, 2 in English, 1 in Hebrew. 2 of them were for the Davar magazine. Oh, there it is. Rich answers. The Golden Seals moved to Cleveland to become the Barons. There it is. The California Golden Seals moved to Cleveland. All right. Thanks, Rich. That's amazing news. You see, the hockey is the best sport ever. Just is. Okay, so now back to what we were talking about, which is um, this past week, I had a bunch of things happen. 3 articles came out about me. Why? Because I had a documentary premiered, a documentary called The King of Schlock. It was produced by Shmuel El Maleh in Israel, and it won Best Jewish Film at the Maleh Film School, and it was then produced. Um, it was then produced by accepted by the Tel Aviv film festival called Doc Aviv, Dokaviv, and so I went to the premiere. And it was really, really amazing. So we had a tremendous amount of publicity. I want to say hi to Ralph. Ralph from Connecticut. It's great to see you from New London, I believe. Um, and Mordechai asking me, do I know what's going on? I think so. I'm not sure what the question's about. Maybe you'll have to tell me. Yeah, so the articles came out, amazing PR, and so it made me feel like it's time. Daniel in Babylon is the only thing that I've produced that I've never seen on stage because it's a musical. It needs to come out, and musicals from Norwich. Thanks, Ralph. Thanks for that. Yeah, Norwich, Connecticut, not New London. Anyway, so what I was going to tell you is that as I just lost my train of thought, um, the the Daniel in Babylon is the musical that I have made that is now May 31st, which is in 4 days. May 31st in 4 days turns bar mitzvah. So I wrote this musical expecting it to just, because let's face it, my career has been where I write something and Hashem just lets it happen. But it didn't happen in this case. It just didn't happen. What happened? Well, we didn't raise the money. But now it's given me chizuk, it's given me strength to know that yes, Daniel in Babylon can come out. You will all be getting letters from me about how to either invest or donate for Daniel in Babylon. I hope you do, because if you do, if every one of you, if all the fans come through, we will see this musical on television. We will see it. You don't even have to leave your house. You'll see it right on your computer. You'll download it, and it'll be an amazing thing. Okay, so that's number one. So Daniel in Babylon is really the key coming up in the year 5785. It is time for Daniel. Oh, Mordecai tells me, you said it's a talking show and we'll be talking about what's going on. Yes, so we are. We're talking about what's going on. So we had the documentary, which was premiered last Thursday. We had 3 articles that came out on me. Unbelievable PR also. And then now we're going to talk about Daniel and we're going to talk about Shlock Rock. Now, Shlock Rock has a half an album finished and we have to produce the other 6 songs. All of this, of course, requires money. We all know that because nobody buys music anymore. I remember being in Minneapolis when Rabbi Chaim Goldberger, who was the rabbi in Minneapolis, said to me, Lenny, what would you say if I told you that in the future you're going to be making songs and just giving them away? And I said, I don't like that idea. And he said, but that's what's going to happen. He knew. I don't know how he knew, but he knew. And the truth is that that's what happens. You make a song, you go into the studio, you record it, you put it on YouTube, and you hope that you get, or you put it on Apple Music or Amazon Music or all these streaming services, and you hope that you get a billion streams or a million streams or 10 million streams, whatever. But this is Jewish music. We're not getting a million streams 100%. I'm sorry to be so negative, so I won't be negative. So maybe we will get a million streams at some point. But at this point, we put it on the thing, and people are able to hear it. So, for instance, if you want to hear the newest 6 Shlock Rock songs, which came out on the album Shlock Rock Old School, you just type in Shlock Rock Old School. The 6 songs will come up, and now we have 6 more songs to record. They have been written already, and we just have to raise money and produce them. So that's what's going with Schlagrock, and that's what's going with Daniel. Daniel, we have a director choreographer named Kay Cole. She was the original Maggie in A Chorus Line. She's amazing, and she's ready to put this thing, get this thing, launch it, to put it up, as they say, call it in Broadway or in showbiz, they call it putting it up. She's ready to put it up on stage, and then you'll all be able to watch it, and it'll be amazing. Okay, so we have a lot of people watching right now. Any questions that you have, now's the time for you to ask. We're 10 minutes into the show. We have another 10 minutes, I hope, of questions. So I'm looking around and seeing, yes, All Night Long for Shavuot will be this one of the songs that we're playing on Thursday night. All night long, all night, all night. Yep, we're going to play that on Thursday night for the Shavuos show. And, as you know, we passed the yurt site of the Ramchal, Rabbi Moshe Chaim Luzzatto, one of the greatest people, rabbis, lived to be 39 years old. He wrote Mesilat Yesharim, Derech Hashem, Dat Tivunot, lots and lots of spiritual, philosophical works. And so we just had his yurt site, which was the 41st night of the Omer. Of course, now I'm not going to tell you what night we're in, but it's 4 days later. As I already said, the Omer, but for those of you that didn't, we don't want to trip you guys up. So you just go to shul, daven in shul with Marv when it comes along. Yes. So you guys, how was your Memorial Day? Did you have a good time out, all of you in the States or in Canada? Did you have Memorial Day in Canada? I don't even know. Israel, you don't have anything like that. In Israel, we had life as usual, but it's great. Life as usual is great in Israel, and of course, it is a tough time. As you know, it's a tough time, but we're getting by, and we are hoping that you guys will all at some point move. You'll come here, and it'll be a great thing. Okay, so that was a very good comment, Judy, and we're waiting for some questions, guys. We are up. Yes, Rabbi Moshe Chaim Luzzatto. To take a look at at his name, Rav Moshe Reish Mem Chaim Chet Luzzatto Lamed, the Ramchal. He's known as the Ramchal. Now, that's right. Today was Jerusalem Day. Memorial Day was Jerusalem Day. Isn't that interesting? Now, in the song "The Ritva," I talk about the Ramchal. In Israel, yes, we had Yom Yerushalayim. That was really, really good. And Mordechai also says this year coincides with Yom Yerushalayim. Yeah, that's not so. I think that's not so common, but I don't know for sure. But yeah, we had Yom Yerushalayim yesterday. That was great, and actually, it was today. No, it was yesterday. We had the Degel, the march, and then today was just a regular day, and we went right into what's it called? Rosh Chodesh. It's Rosh Chodesh Sivan. Yes, Rosh Chodesh Sivan. So that's good, and that's what's going on. So we have 6 songs that we have already written that we have to record. That's for Schlagrock Old School. We have Daniel in Babylon that we need to put up the musical. So in order to do that, we need you guys either to donate or invest. You're going to get any emails from me, so you'll be able to do that. But if you want to jump the gun and write to me at lenny@schlagrock.com, and that will be great. Let me see. Okay, anything else here? Let me just see. Coming in, we have phones left and right. The phones are heating up. The phones are heating up. Okay, so we had a couple of questions. Let's see. Will you ever will you ever do a Grateful Dead song? No, I don't think we will. Although you never know. So I'm not going to say no 100%, but you know. That's right. Mordechai writes, the Shlah HaKodesh has a special prayer for today for your children. Already here it's passed, but you could still say it anyway. But in America, Canada, any place that's earlier than Israel, because here it's 10:30 already, 10:33. There's a special prayer from the Shlah, which you say on Rosh Chodesh Sivan. Very good. Good, you guys. You guys are getting stuff in, stuff that I wouldn't necessarily say at a show. But here it is. It's Rosh Chodesh Sivan. It's only one day of Rosh Chodesh. This for Sivan. It's Aleph Sivan tonight here in Israel, and we're having a good time. So everybody, seems like okay. I don't see any other questions coming in, but let's just review, just to say that it's been a great week where we had 3 articles written about me, 1 in Hebrew, 2 in English. We had the premiere of the documentary The King of Schlock, and I'm going to find, as soon as I find out more information as to how you guys can see it, I'll let you know. Maybe I'll know by Thursday. Yeah, so Joseph asks, any new albums coming out? Well, we're going to finish this 42nd album. We'll finish it, Schlock Old School, and then the next album that's coming out, I'm not sure. I'm not sure yet. It's too. We got to still do these 6 songs. So once those 6 songs are out, and Schlock Old School is out, we will decide about the next album. Oh, touring. What about touring? That's a good question. That's a good question. So the question is now, where is the future? Or is Schlager going to be touring like we used to? I mean, because we certainly used to. I could show you the list of how many times we played Norfolk, Virginia, and Birmingham, Alabama, and so on and so on and so on. So I'm not sure, but we'll have to see what Hashem wants. Because it could be that Hashem wants me to stay put in Israel, and you guys are going to have to come to me. What do you think about that? Could be you're going to have to come to me, because this is the time now. The time is for Israel, for all the Jews who live across the world, for Jews that live across the world, they're scattered to the 4 corners of the world. It's time for them to come back to the land of Israel, where we will hopefully see the big 6. We will see Kibbutz Galuyot, which is the ingathering of the exiles. We will see the Beit HaMikdash. We'll see Eliyahu Hanavi. We'll see Mashiach. We'll see Tchiyat HaMeitim, which is the resurrection of the dead, and the Parah Uduma, the red heifer. Okay, what camp did I attend as a kid? I attended Sleepaway Camps 2, Magen Avram, which was back when I was 11 in 1972, and Camp Dora Golding in 74 and 75. So those 2 camps, there was basically a lot of sports, a little bit of learning Torah, but it was a lot of sports. It was a lot of fun. These camps were a lot of fun, and but I didn't go to sleepaway camp so much like everybody else does here, and just like I never went to Israel for the year. All my friends went to Israel for the year. Yes, Rabbi Hember. Yes, that's Camp Dora Golding. Yes, 100%. We listen. I was a young kid. I played accordion in Color War with Zvi Pill. Susan writes, I would love to come to you. May Hashem have it in his plans soon. Hashem can have it in his plans, but you have to have it in your plans as well. Everybody's got to have it in their plans. I always talk about that. You can't just say, well, Hashem will make it happen. No. Hashem will make it happen, but you have to make it happen. Both. It's a 2-way street. But I know, Susan, you want to come. So I hope that you are successful in that. But I'm not sure. When am I going to come back to Silver Spring and perform at J-Rock, at Jewish Rock? I don't know. We'll have to see. How often do people send you song suggestions, and how do you decide which to accept? If that comes from Devora at the Kosher Cakery. Yeah. So that is a very Interesting question. I get song suggestions all the time. I don't usually accept them because they're either not in the theme that I'm looking to write. It has to be a brilliant idea for me to accept it, and then even then, I'm going to end up tweaking it. But sometimes people send me these song suggestions, and then they say, "Remember, you can't use it unless we negotiate payment." And I say, "But I'm not paying for song parodies. That's what I do. I write song parodies." Uh, yeah. So now Joseph writes, they are having Camp Dora Golding is having a 100-year anniversary at camp on August 10th. Come and perform. Well, they have to ask me, just come and perform. I show up and say, "Hey, Lenny Solomon here. I went to camp in 1974, 1975. I think it's time for me to perform at your camp." It doesn't work like that. They have to pay you, and they have to perform. They have to first see if you want. First, they have to see if they want you to come, and then they have to pay you. You have to negotiate a price. That's called business. I once spoke to Avram Fried about that, where he was in Israel for 10 concerts for the 19th of Kislev. And I said to him, "Did you give the people a break?" And he looked at me and he said, "I'm running a business here." So I run a business. Right. You run a business. You can't just give people breaks. Sometimes you do, but it has to. You have to get hired when you play a show. You have to get hired. I don't think I'm saying anything that's crazy. Okay, so we're already on 21 minutes. Wow. So the questions are coming in now. We'll see if any more come in. If not, we're going to say goodbye. But we'll see you on Thursday night to do a singing concert for Shavuot. We say hello to Esti. Chag Sameach, Esti. And a happy Rosh Chodesh to you. Anyway, so that's the story. And I hope things are good. And everybody out there, enjoy your next 2 days. We will have a Thursday night Schlock Rock concert. Lenny Solomon Live, show 362. Show 362. We will have Lenny Solomon Live. And everybody, we're going to call this a wrap. Keep on schlocking, everybody. And remember, I talked about supporting the schlockrockfoundation.org or www.fourcornersproject.org, which will put Daniel up on stage and also enable me to make more schlock rock albums. Keep on schlocking, everybody. Keep on schlocking in the free world, and we will see you on Thursday night.